Hello everyone, this is Sean Broccoli, and in today's video we'll be starting episode 6 of Disgaea 4 Complete. So we'll go ahead and get started with the video.
How could this happen? An angel died to protect a demon? And then she revived so casually? Please don't kill me. I was only knocked unconscious. I'll apologize for making you worry, but I won't pay any remunerations or give any other form of compensation. Disco thought you were dead. Disco was worried. But why would you guys be worried about me? You were just about to trade me into the Corruptor Mint for the bounty reward.
Only Fenric was trying to do that. We didn't really agree with him on that.
This woman, why did she risk her life to save our lord? Is she after our money, or...? Looks like another problem has arisen before the presidential eve election.
Anyway, what is going on here? The deceased warden has revived and is now out to take my life? The warden was burned to ashes by Desco's attack.
Yes! Mr. Warden should have been completely killed by Desco.
Did you really think that was enough to kill me?
What was that? Were you just trying to imitate Axel?
Huh? No, I didn't see anything. Wait, was that really me?
Axel's ability to survive is on par with a cockroach. I might have underestimated him, thinking Desco was strong enough to kill him. We were once comrades who fought side by side. But if he intends to hinder us, we have no other choice. We must exterminate him.
Yes! Roaches must be exterminated! Prey that Desco let slip away must be killed by Desco as our final boss! Don't you think it's weird, though? Axel is a natural-born suck-up. Why wasn't he with a supporting force?
I could see him coming up to us to polish our shoes while we're still expanding in power. It sure is weird that he just attacked us.
There must be a reason for that. My lord, I shall go ahead and order the Prinnies to investigate.
I'm counting on that. Anyway, which area shall we head over to now, Fenric?
Yes, my lord. We will head to the most challenging upper-level area where the boss-level demons live.
Episode 6, the A-Virus Pandemic.
The Black Blood Demon area. This is my first time coming here, too.
I'm not sure if it's still the same, but this used to be the training grounds for those who were vying for the president's office. A greedy angel would only add another dead body to the pile here.
Oh, is that so? You never know, right?
Wait a second. You, Angel. Why in the world are you following us?
I'm not following you. We're just headed in the same direction. I don't mind leaving you if you really insist, but not until I get paid.
Paid?
For saving Mr. Valvatorez's life, of course. You said his bounty is 10 million hell, right? Then I should get at least half of that for risking my life for him.
Did you really do that only for the Xenons? It didn't seem like that to me.
How amazing! Your obsession with money is definitely at a final boss level. I know it'll take a while to collect 5 million hell, so I'll go ahead and put it on your tab for now.
Do not degrade our lord. Don't think that what you did was a favor to him.
That's right. That attack wouldn't have done any damage to me. In other words, there are no favors owed between the two of us.
Then you shouldn't have any problem with me, just because we have the same destination.
He's going to follow us no matter what. Such an annoying angel.
Big Sis, there has been no progress in the love between those two. You're right. I only feel more hate instead of love.
We still aren't sure who that angel really is yet.
Well, I know one thing for sure. Her name isn't as beefy sounding as Volcanus. She's gotta be Valzy's first love, Artina. How do you know? Do you have some sort of psychic power? It's called women's intuition.
In other words, you have no proof, but you've already concluded that she was his first love.
The upper level of the Netherworld. An area where only the privileged few black blood demons who possess the title of boss characters reside. The freezing air and jumbled gravestones have long driven off many a visitor. The only beings who are allowed to live here are the Netherworld's strongest demons. Human heroes often venture to this level, seeking to kill its prized inhabitants.
There you are, pretty instructor!
That voice!
Brace yourself! I'll finally get rid of you today!
Thought it was Warden Axel, since their voices sound remarkably similar, but he's just you.
Although their voices do sound similar, he's still a black blood demon. We must keep our guard up.
But his voice is exactly like Axel's. My reflexes might kick in, forcing me to let my guard down.
Today's the last day you'll ever get to talk about me like that! I'll pay you back for all the crap I've had to go through because of you guys!
His voice is exactly like Axel's. It's almost as if Axel was right there.
Wait a second! Did he say all the crap he had to go through because of us? Does that mean he has something against us?
This is the first time we've ever met.
Oh, this is my first time meeting him too. I did mention that this was my first time coming here, didn't I?
Could this be another one of the Corruptiment's traps?
It's showtime! This is the opening act of Axel's Revenge!
Alright, so this is stage 1. It's actually a pretty simple one. There's not much strategy to go over on this one. Basically, what's going to happen is all these enemies are going to magic change and turn into weapons. They will be pretty tough to take out because the humanoid characters will be merging with 2 monsters each.
Here I come!
And this is going to be a little bit of a painful video to watch because I make some very poor decisions. Starting with the geo block over there, the green one. So I'm sending Galvatores in there to go grab it, rather than going all the way to the end and picking up from there and then throwing it to where you can clearly see the gate is broken. I decide to go in front of it, throw it down one spot beside me, and then have Fenric throw it. And then I end up doing that again later on. So it's going to be a rough... Well, I'd say more embarrassing. Maybe doing things that should be quicker, taking much longer. As you can see there, everyone's just magic change, so they have monster weapons basically. But there should only be 3 of them to take out, so with 10 characters you should be pretty good. So basically the purple geopanels are going to give the enemy a boost, so we're going to want to get rid of that. And then the yellow one is no entry. So to start, it was a little bit confusing for me because I didn't really know how to go about getting past that, but it's actually very simple. The ledge to the right of the yellow is actually jumpable, so every character should be able to hop over that. But obviously before you do that, you want to get the green over. Unfortunately, you can't throw the green block over the no entry. You can see there is a red one over there, but it's not really on anything. I think it's on a yellow geopanel, so you could probably destroy that. But it's, I don't know, I didn't really find it worth it. It's kind of out of the way. I mean, if you're going for the chests anyways, you might as well. I didn't really care about the chests. So, while we wait for me to get that geo panel or geo block over the ledge there, I'll just kind of bring up something that I probably should have brought up earlier in my series. So you're gonna go through all the level, or all these stages and whatnot, and at some point you might start having trouble with some enemies, even though you're around the same level. If that's the case, you're gonna want to start getting some higher grade items, and the way to do that is to you basically have to spend your hell on items in the store, so like the weapons and the armor, as well as the item, or those extra items like the potions and stuff like that. By buying that stuff, you gain I think it's called a customer grade.
Here I go.
And each customer grade basically allows you to go into the Senate and do a more expensive items bill, and then that'll give you a higher grade product. So you'll see your product rank. That'll be what ranking of items that you get, and then your customer rank is basically how much you can increase it by. So if you got a product rank of, let's say, your product rank is 1 and your customer rank is 3, you can do the more expensive items build twice, and then you'll have to get your product ranked up to get to go up even further. There's 12 ranks, so you're pretty much basically gonna have to buy every item in the game. I believe selling also helps too. So what I typically do is I collect one of everything, and then I sell any duplicates, not including the rares. There's 2 different types of rare items. They all flash different colors. So I'll keep one of the rares, each rare, as well as the original. But other than that, I'll get rid of the rest of them. So as you can see here, I finally got the geo panel or geo block over. I destroyed the block, and then it basically nulled everything. Unfortunately, because of the red one, didn't blow up as well. I think it nullified some of the extra damage you get when there's like a fireworks effect after that. The other thing that I noticed is, I think if you destroy the tombstones, zombies actually pop up. So, I mean, the zombies shouldn't be too big of a deal if they pop up, but obviously quicker if you don't do that. I believe the zombies are weak to fire, so go ahead and make quick work of them with perhaps Measle and Red Skull. So, the first thing you should focus on, well, obviously you want to get rid of the weaker enemies first, but you kind of want to get rid of these ranged gunmen. They can do quite a bit of damage. They're not too difficult to take out as long as you focus on them. Obviously, you need to get all your guys over there so you can attack. It'll probably take maybe 2 or 3 characters just to take one out. Other than that, there's nothing really too complicated about this. It is ideal to have as many enemies taken out as possible before you get to the dual axe beast tamer.
Here I go!
I don't know if it's a shield or not, but it can do a lot of damage. It's actually quite odd because I don't think I'm using my entire party here. I think I just used a select few.
Ready? Wanna hear me sing?
So as you saw there, they did a lot of damage, and the beast tamer actually got to use their skill twice. I actually can't recall if I'll probably assume not. Volcanus can learn heal. I don't know if I've got her. I have her having that skill yet. So if you haven't started yet and you're watching this, I do recommend getting the heal skill. That way you can have 2 healers available. Because as you can see right now, I got quite a bit of characters that are a bit low on health.
There!
Fortunately, that's all I take out there. One of the gunmen is close to being taken out, and then we'll just have to worry about the other zombie, the other gunman, and then just the beast tamer. Also, I'll keep reiterating this as I keep saying it, but as you watch these videos, I don't actually do it. You'll actually notice that I start doing it a lot more in later videos after I smartened up. But basically, take advantage of your skills. They do a lot more damage than just the regular attacks. A lot of them you can hit multiple. A lot of characters have attacks that can hit multiple enemies at once within a range of each other. For some reason, I just never take advantage of that early on. It's a little embarrassing. I think these fights are a lot harder than they have to be. So obviously the easiest strategy here is to just have all your characters, well, as many as possible, focus on one enemy at a time. I kind of go all over the place. but it is definitely better if you can have focus on one character rather than many. That way you could take them out quicker, and then you don't have to worry about every character attacking on the next turn, like the enemy attacking with every character, because each time you take one out, obviously they have less there's less enemies to attack them, especially later on when they get tougher. So like in situations here where the gunman and the zombie are kind of back there, I'll always just stick with the closest guy. I do think the gunman has that speed bullet attack, so be wary of that. Probably he might attack a couple guys at once, if that's the case. I don't even know what other gunmen. Either way, both those guys just went down. There's just that weak gunman over there, and then the zombie. Neither should put up much of a threat. Zombie pretty much down at half health because of a counter. So once you just take out those last two guys, bingo bango, there's your mango. The episode, or not the episode, but the stage is complete.
That we defeated them, but what exactly were they?
Those demons that had Warden Axel's voice attacked us all at once. It's not something I'd want to experience ever again.
This is a serious nightmare. I mean, I know this is all a dream, but I'm really not enjoying this part. Desco's the one who's not enjoying this. How dare you stand in my way time after time? Desco? What did you just say? Huh? Did Desco just say that? Desco doesn't understand herself either. I will keep returning over and over again, like a phoenix, until I kill the Perennial-Structor!
That's right. I'll get my revenge on him for everything that he's done to me.
What's going on here? Are you holding an Axel impersonator contest?
Well, it's just... Hey, what the hell happened to me? I don't get it.
My mouth was moving on its own. This is weird. It's definitely not normal.
I see. So that's what's going on. My lord, it seems that this was caused by a new kind of virus that has become a pandemic all throughout the Netherworld.
A virus? So it's like a cold? Big sis, viruses are the cause of many more diseases than just a cold.
So, the virus is making us do these embarrassing impressions of Ward and Axel?
That's not the only thing it will cause. The imitations are only the early symptoms of an A-virus infection.
Then, is something even more horrible gonna happen to us?
That's right. Eventually, you will notice small changes in your body. And finally...
Finally? What'll happen next?
you'll turn into Axel.
What? Into Axel? No! It doesn't matter if this is just a nightmare. Desco refuses to become such a thing. Desco wants to be a final boss.
Word! I want to become a great demon, but instead, I'm gonna become Axel? There's gotta be a cure for this, right? Right?
Sadly, there is no cure. At least, not at the moment.
No!
Stop acting so miserable. A virus is nothing to be afraid of. Just get rid of it with your spirit and fortitude. You're letting a virus take advantage of you because you all lack those factors. Follow my guidance and start eating sardines every day from now on. You'll soon get the spirit, fortitude, and strong body to fight it.
We wouldn't need doctors if fortitude and spirit could cure every disease. Sardines are good, but please, consider what we're facing.
Oh, that's right! You can't solve this matter just by eating sardines!
You seem rather calm. Isn't there a chance that you're infected with it as well, Mr. Werewolf?
Staying calm is kind of my thing. Shouldn't you consider your own comment, Thief Angel? It's most likely that everyone here has been infected with the A-virus. The incubation time it takes for our symptoms to show probably depends on our immune systems and our general immunity against the war.
Then we better find a cure soon, or something terrible will happen to the entire Netherworld.
Will become Warden Axel? Will this Artina lookalike angel turn into him too? Dude, I must focus on usurping the regime. Just as Fenric said, women are truly unnecessary for someone who is on the road to becoming a ruler. Let's go, everyone! Crying over this infection won't solve anything. If we've been infected, then we simply have to find a cure before we all completely turn into Axel. We'll find an antidote by the time we bring this area under our control.
Alright, stage 2, Oblivion Hill. It's nothing too special either. Pretty much what you're going to do to start off is you'll want to pick up that blue geo block and throw it against the other ones to destroy all the blue geo blocks. And then what I like to do is I like to stay away from those green blocks over there. Those gunners can kind of shoot through them, so you don't want to get too close. As you can see at the far right is one geoblock, so you'll want to go through there and grab that. And eventually you're going to want to throw it against the wall, but for now we're kind of just going to sit down here. So the primary focus right now should be to kill those mages up there on that cliff. So use whatever, I guess, skills you can. I was able to do, I believe I use Emizel and perhaps Red Skull to take them out. I also probably utilize Volcanus. As you can see, I'm trying to see what characters I can attack with. Obviously, a lot of skulls have a target or like a height problem if you're not at the same height or close to the same height. So once we take out those two mages, we can send somebody towards the green block. When you're looking up at the map, you can see there's a bunch of what are those things called? The hero characters. Basically, they're going to start coming down. So we can kind of hold this spot while they come down, and we slowly take them out a couple at a time. I kind of get a little more aggressive. I send, I think, Fenric up there. He happens to be able to jump quite a bit. So he's able to do that. I thought I saw maybe an Axel up there as well. Maybe I'm just crazy. And then to the left there will be a couple of the what are they called? They're like those shaman mages. So those guys I typically leave for last. So it's just shorts to killing the one mage. So unfortunately, I'm gonna lose my red skull. And then as you can see, the other three characters jumped down to attack me. One of them was taken out with a counter, and we're gonna take out all of them as well as that last surviving mage as well. So it looks like the Axel was able to survive. But not for long. So that's pretty much all we can do in that turn. A couple of those guys will come down as well. Looks like just one of them made it. So luckily Fuka was able to survive that. She got a little close to death there. So we're pretty much just going to repeat the same thing over and over again. We're going to hang down by the base panel. We'll take out any enemies that drop down. And then obviously heal with your healer when necessary. At a certain point when I guess you've narrowed down the numbers a bit, maybe there's only a couple left, you can start moving your guys up. I wouldn't go too far up though, because you don't want to aggro the gunman yet. We kind of want to wait until we got everything all set up. We want to get rid of that wall so the rest of the guys who can't jump up there can head up the stairs and work on taking them out as well. So, and then we'll basically be attacking from like two sides. So here, it looks like a bunch of them decided to jump down at once, which obviously is not ideal to have this many, but it looks like they took some significant damage during the counters. Unfortunately for a lot of the characters, though, it looks like they're pretty low in health. So we'll probably have to heal up a bunch of characters. But it's likely that I'm going to try and do the 4 square healing. So what I'll probably do is try to take out the hero character before doing so. Either that, or I might do the okay. Actually, the enemy's at full health, so I just said screw it, and I'll just do the 4 square healing now. It's not going to really affect the enemy since he's already at full health, and then I canceled my attacks, that way I'm not wasting damage. Like, it would be pretty stupid of me to just attack and then heal the enemy. So now we'll go ahead and take that enemy out.
I'll do my best.
So pretty much guaranteed that he's dead. I actually didn't think he would just get destroyed in that one hit. So pretty much just do the same thing. Obviously, Mizo looks like he's in pretty bad shape, so we'll have to heal him. But once we're done with these guys, we'll pretty much start sending some guys up, and we'll finally grab that elusive green geoblock. As you saw there, I attacked the enemy there with all 3 characters, despite he pretty much only needing 1 hit. I usually do that just in case there's any misses. It doesn't really hurt because as long as if the character doesn't survive, you don't use up the attack anyways, so you can go ahead and just do something else with the characters who never attacked. There we have it. We've got all those enemies dead. So now there's just those gunners and the shamans. There's that speed bullet attack that I bring up a lot. Luckily, they only were able to land it on one character. Unfortunately, it's my healer, but she survived. So obviously, we'll take out this one gunman, and then we'll start sending. We'll probably send Valvatorez up there to take out another one. And then we'll send Fenric, I believe, to attack the one on the bottom left. Or I guess like the middle left. In terms of I guess depth. We'll also look to get those geoblocks taken care of as well in this one turn.
I'll do my best. Here I go.
I don't think that Volcanus can actually reach the panels. I think she only has the 4 spaces. And it looks like that's correct. So it's going to at least take one extra turn to get rid of those blocks. The green geo block, it's not completely necessary. I mean, if you can get most of your characters, or at least the ones you plan on using, up onto that ledge and onto the higher ground, you can probably just skip it altogether. I prefer to just get rid of it, just because I have characters that aren't able to jump that ledge, like my healer. I don't think any of those guys that are still down there can really jump on that. Oh, I guess Measle can. The only other one I think that could maybe make it up there is Volcanus. The others, I believe, have to take those stairs. And I mean, I don't really need those guys either. Well, I mean, Fenric could use a healing, but we're in pretty good shape right now. I was able to heal from a bit up there. Now at this point, I'm not really sure what the range of attack is for the shamans, so what I'm going to do is slowly move up. Like, when I say slowly, I mean slow as a snail. I'm going to move up very small amounts and just see if I can be attacked from there. For the guys going up the stairs, I'll basically start moving slowly from that top step. I feel pretty confident that the shamans can't hit me from here. Anything further than that, though, is no guarantee. So I did put a Measle up on that tombstone there. I wanted to see if I could maybe get an attack on at least one of them. unfortunately it couldn't reach. So right now I'm looking at what it's going to take to get me within range to attack. I'm pretty sure that as soon as I get within range of attacking with a missile, I'm probably in range to be attacked as well. Right now I think I'm fine. I don't think anybody's in range right now. But shouldn't be... At this point it's pretty easy to, I guess, complete the level. We just have to get within range and attack. As most mages do, they do have low health. They don't have that much HP. So the main thing is to just get within range that you'll be, with your next turn, you'll be able to get right in front of them. Or at least within range that you can attack. Now, I'm not sure if any of these guys will survive this turn. Sort of just trying to get Fenric within range just to help finish off that shaman, because he'll probably survive the one hit there. Yeah, see, he's the only one that survived. Barely. So we'll just finish him off, and that does it for stage 2. And that'll actually be it for this video. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next time on part 2.